Good afternoon, Sister Maria Luisa. I'd like to ask you a question about Exodus 32. Verses 2 through 4, and verse 21. And verse 21. And Aaron said to them, Break off the golden earrings which are in the ears of your wives, your sons, and your daughters, and bring them to me. So all the people broke off the golden earrings which were in their ears, and brought them to Aaron. And he received the gold from their hand, and he fashioned it with an engraving tool, and made a calf. Then they said, This is your God, O Israel, that brought you out of the land of Egypt. Verse 21, And Moses said to Aaron, What did these people do to you that you have brought so great a sin upon them? My question is, sister, how can we avoid leading other brothers and sisters to sin?
Yes, Exodus 32 from verse 2 to 4 and verse 21, a molded calf. Perhaps to avoid leading someone to commit sin, it's because I'm the one first committing the sin. Yes, that's right. So if I'm the first one committing the sin, then I cause the other person to fall. If I am angry, then I offend the person. I say something that hurts them. They get upset about it. Then they get angry, so they're going to sin too. Therefore, I need to be careful not to cause another person to sin or fall simply because of my weakness, my lack of prudence, my lack of wisdom, my lack of conviction, my lack of conversion to God. I need to be a person in my position who is modest, honest, has integrity, upright in all things, so that another person doesn't fall because of my behavior. Whether it's through speaking or through looking, whatever it may be, my behaviors, concrete or abstract, should not cause the person to perceive that in me, so that they may not make a mistake or commit a sin. So we need to command respect, be sincere, upright, always tell the truth, be honest in all senses, so that others see that in us. Therefore, the person will have respect and won't fall into the trap. That's what it is to lead into sin. It's like when the devil tempts someone who has a weakness, and the devil places the temptation there for them to fall. So that's it. We must behave as children of God, so as not to offend anyone or cause others to destroy their spiritual life because of my fault, my bad action, my bad way of speaking, my way of proceeding. That's it. Yes, good. All right, it's just that the sister read us something here about the idolatry of the people, right? Here, well, perhaps with the question that the sister asked us, it doesn't quite go with what we read. Here we read that Moses was up on Mount Sinai talking to God. The people of Israel were there in some camps. And since Moses was for 40 days and 40 nights on Sinai talking to God, the people became desperate and told Aaron, who was Moses' brother, and Aaron was going to be appointed by God as a priest later. So the people told Aaron, Moses abandoned us. He took us out of Egypt. Now we are here abandoned in this desert. And he went up there and doesn't appear. So now we are here without God. Let's do something. Let's make a God to worship because we feel alone. That's what the people were telling Aaron. So Aaron let himself be convinced by the people and told all the women to give him their jewelry, as these were gold jewelry. It was all gold. So give me all the jewelry you have. And they melted them and turned them into a golden calf. They turned the jewelry into that. So Aaron said, Look at your God. This is the God who brought you out of Egypt. Of course, the Lord was upset. Our God was jealous. How could the people do these things? So God punished the people harshly. He punished Aaron. Moses, when he came down from the mountain, well, he admonished Aaron. How could he have done that? Make the Lord jealous, be ungrateful for not having thanked God for bringing them out and having them there. And how could they do these things, right? So God was very upset about that idol they made. That calf came at a high price. From then on, it cost the people dearly because God was always there, aware of what they had done and the sin of idolatry they had committed. So that's when Moses says to Aaron, the people made you sin. So that's why I say the one who leads another into sin is because that one has a sin and causes the other to fall. So the people had the sin of disobedience, of not valuing God, of not thanking God for anything. What they had seen didn't matter to them. They weren't interested in anything, and then they told Aaron, Here we are abandoned, make us a god. So the people led Aaron into sin. And Aaron then also fell into the sin of idolatry. That's what happened. Very good. That's why sometimes we need to read, because there are people who still haven't read Exodus, which is a very beautiful book, very interesting to read.